Hi Ingo, Orpa again with another story carrying on from the mole theme. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't, let me know. Now, you might think it's a bit odd having orange moles, but after all we have red-headed people, and provided the gene is out there somewhere in the breeding stock, occasionally somebody will come out red-headed, or in this case, orange. So I did find a picture of a slightly orange mole, which I'm going to include, and you'll be able to see that this mole has a red-ish head. Anyway, today's story is about Marmaduke. He can't get his socks on. Now then, Marmaduke was sitting there having breakfast, and he loved his marmalade. The trouble is, marmalade is pretty much the same colour as his fur. So when there was a knock on the door, he had great trouble freeing himself of the sticky marmalade because he couldn't see where it had gone. And as you pointed out to me last time, moles don't see very well anyway and are fairly colour blind. However, ignoring that, the story goes on. So he was having breakfast, knock on the door. He was busy trying to lick off all the marmalade where it might be so that he could present himself properly. Well, his claws were a real problem. Have a look at the picture of a mole's claws. They are awesome. How do you lick those without having your eye out? Or a tooth out, maybe? Well, he was busy at it, and he tried to get himself marmalade free by the time he opened the door. And when he opened the door, there was Ratto from yesterday with a parcel in his hand. "Oh, hello, Ratto. What brings you this way today?" "Oh, Molio, you know. It was so awful yesterday. Everybody misbehaved. Granville and Buster ended up having a fight after you had left, and then it got out of hand completely, and Granville's wife dropped his birthday cake, so that was a mess, and everybody started eating it before she could pick it up again, so he had no birthday cake. Oh, and was just so embarrassed about our behaviour. And then there was Valdrick. Well, I'm not even going to go into what Valdrick did," said Ratto, getting quite sweaty. "Oh dear, I know how chaotic rats can be," said Mole, "but I didn't know it would be that bad." "Well, I've made a little parcel for you as an apology," said Ratto, and he handed over the parcel to Mole, who carefully opened it and found 10 little socks for his 10 little claws. Mole, Marmaduke, Molio looked from Ratto to the socks to his claws and thought, how on earth will I ever get those on? "Oh, they're lovely, Ratto. Thank you so much and so considerate. You shouldn't have bothered." And after pleasantries, shut the door and scratched his head a long time, wondering what to do with these socks for his claws. Well, he had a go at putting them on, and that was a fiasco. If you look at his claws and imagine a mole trying to put socks on each individual one of them, and then when he's got them on, how on earth should he scrape any earth away without them poking through the knitted bits, which after all, knitted socks are just a variety of holes, aren't they? So he got in a mess, and he ended up almost weeping for fear of not being able to get them on and not being able to wear them and offending the rats, because they would be most disenchanted if he wanders down the passageway, meets a rat and he's not wearing his new socks. What then? So anyway, that caused him to stay indoors for many days. And then something even worse happened. The rats started leaving food parcels outside his door with messages saying, "Oh, Mole, you must be ill. How are you feeding yourself? We're now leaving food parcels for you." Well, Mole was getting in a dither. How should he resolve this? He needed really somebody to mediate and somehow tell the rats that he simply couldn't use his 10 new knitted socks. He thought of Badger. But Badger's a competitor for worms. He's not going to help him, is he? The two of them, they always compete and try to fight each other to get the best worm. So that's not going to work. Finally, he plucked up the courage to go down the passageway and talk to the rats. He knocked on their door, put his sunglasses on in good time before they answered it in case it was too bright, and Ratto, the chief rat, answered the door. "Oh, Molio, how are you? How good to see you. Are you better?" "Oh, I am much better, thank you, Ratto, and I do have to thank you for the socks." "Socks? What socks? Said Ratto. And then it dawned on Mole. Rats have appalling memories. They're so chaotic, they're just up for the next jape. They're not really interested in what went before. I just wanted to say the socks were... But he saw Ratto was completely clueless about what socks. Best left unsaid, thought Molio. Well, thank you ever so much for being such good friends, said Mole, and let the door quietly close, and he could go on his way, sock free. Hope you enjoyed that one, Ingo. I'm going to think up another one, and it's going to be about barrels. Yes. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.